Can you all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How is that sound? Check, can't hear me. No sound. Can't hear. Good afternoon, Dr. Forms. Let's get rich in a recession. Can you all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thank you for letting me know. So what I was saying was, I want you to do me a favor, hit that thumbs up in the YouTube to boost the YouTube algorithm. I'm going to give you some great information in this live stream. And guess what? Even if you don't like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. Both of them helps the YouTube algorithm. But I do have a word of advice for you. Don't tune into too many things that you don't like, right? Because I'm helping people get rich in this recession through credit restoration, credit repair, cryptocurrency, and building their cash flow. The CCC, right? The CCC. Let's talk about record high gas prices right now as Memorial Day, for Memorial Day weekend. People are still going to travel, right, in lieu of or anyway, but they will have to deal with the record high gas prices. And this is exactly why I'm helping people get their cash flow up in this recession. So prices are stinging consumers and impacting travel. Gasoline price hit a record high. People, $4.60, a record high, $4.60. That's nationwide, national, ahead of the Memorial Day weekend, and they made some drivers cut back on travel. So if you're traveling out there, right, we see 463. We're already seeing $6 in San Francisco. Right now, Virginia, this was May 10th, is showing at $4.37 a gallon. Guess what? By the fall, or within a week or two, we're going to see, you already see the $6 plus in parts of California already. So in a week or two, we're definitely going to see those higher gas prices. And you all let me know if the sound is still good as I switch my camera angle. Let me know if you can hear me. So people, now more than ever, it's time to get your cash flow up. Also, if you are my business partners, guess what? You can get tax write-off for the money that you're spending out right now. If you are in the business with me, right, you can get tax write-off for your gas and your mileage as well. And your mileage as well. Also, I have some 401k news. I want to help you. Wow, Dr. Forms, who's my business partner, says that he paid $5.39 at the pump. And that's in the northern part of the states. $5.39. So who wants to get rich in this recession? If that's you, you want to get rich in this recession, because guess what? Recessions do one or two things. One or two things. There is no in between. There is no midline. Recessions do one or two things. Either you're going to get richer in this recession or you're going to get poor. Or I can't even say the word. Either you're going to get richer in this recession or you're going to get poor. So let me go through the steps of how to get richer. Number one, you need a strategy, because we are playing chess as the government is playing poker. We're not playing checkers, and we are definitely not playing Connect Four. You play with the government, you play with inflation, and inflation will play you. There's no in between, people. There's no midline. Either you're getting richer right now or you're getting poor, right? So, my money, you see my money on the screen, right? The reason why you see my money on the screen is I see the double 11 up on the screen. But the reason why you see my money on the screen is because I'm going to show you how to get your money back. Yep. Yes, what you're spending in gas prices, your mileage, the money that you're spending out. You can deduct expenses and what's called tax credit. If you use this strategy and you text this number to get more information, 254-788-1144. When you drive for business, right, with your vacation, now you can combine it into a businesscation. You can deduct things like your oil changes, your insurance, your mileage, your cell phone, your internet, your cable, meals with your business partner. So why not just make your friends your business partners? Why not make your friends your business partners? They need strategies to get rich in this recession as well. So when you are conducting business, if you're traveling for Memorial Day weekend, right, you can deduct a percentage of that for business. Guess what? Guess what the secret is? Even if you say or they say no, that does not affect you getting your money back as long as you do a certain amount of business. Because when you text the keywords my money, you get well over 475 other deductions that you probably never heard of through this home-based business structure. Not only do you get tax credit, which means bigger tax refund for people who get more money. Doesn't that sound great? More money and still get more money that you're making and still get more money from the government. I'm not talking about people that's making low income, maybe making, let's say, for a number, say, under 50,000 a year, and they're getting 10, 11,000 back tax returns. No, I'm talking about people that's making six figures, that's getting their money up, that's leveling up, and now you're getting tax refunds, maybe four digits back. Because now, again, the money that you were spending on bills, now they become business expenses. Now your utilities, certain square footage of your home, house, apartment, condo. Now it's not living space, it is business square footage, right? I love talking about a home-based business because it helps shifts money back to you. It's called income shifting, right? The money that was, see, let's break down the word income. That's money that comes in back to you that you spend going out. That's why it's called income shifting. So let's compare this scenario. For example, if you make $50,000, right? 50,000 a year, and you text the keyword my money that's on the screen, and you own this business that I'm going to show you how it works when you text that keyword. So now all of your car, gas, cell phone, internet, business trip, business meals, and again, your vacation now can be businesscations. You get to deduct the 40,000 in expenses that come from that from the 50,000. So guess what, people? You only pay taxes on the 10,000. I know this is hard to believe, but I learned this from former IRS attorney and CPA Sandy Bakken when I heard him break this down. And he asked the question this way: would you rather earn $2 million or maybe $200,000? Like, right? How big can you think? Only to keep 1 million of that or 100K of that? Or would you rather earn 1.5 million or 150,000, depends on how big you can think, and keep 1.5 million or keep the whole 150,000? People, there are simple ways to avoid paying taxes, and these are secrets that the rich and wealthy know, and they also do. You have to get the money back that you're spending back in order to get rich and wealthy and stay rich and wealthy. The next thing you have to do is learn how to leverage your credit, right? I'm gonna get into the 401k later on, how to protect it during this market crash. But learn how to leverage your credit. I'm going to use a testimony for my daughter. She received an offer from Chase yesterday, Chase credit for freedom, right? Chase Freedom Unlimited Credit. And this is my daughter's offers. I told her, I said, hey, you got a what they call it, a pre-screen offer from Chase. That means more than likely you're going to get approved for Chase Freedom Unlimited. And my daughter is 22 years of age or 22 years old. I said, I want you to apply for this card, right? So she proceeded to read the benefits of having this, right? And I explained to her, you get to earn passive income from using your credit card like you would your debit card, right? You get to earn passive income from using a credit card like a debit card. So she went on to read that, okay, 5 ways to get cash back, 5% on travel purchased through this credit card. She's actually going to Miami next week. She'll get 5% back on that, 3% on drugstore purchases, 3% on dining at restaurants, including takeout and eligible delivery services. These are cash back rewards. 1.5% everywhere else. Your cashback rewards does not expire as long as the account is open. So many people may discourage their children from getting credit cards, and I'm going to tell you my story as soon as I finish reading these benefits. Many people may discourage their children from getting credit cards. Don't mess with those credit cards. Don't get into debt. Well, that's because they don't know how to use and leverage the bank's money. That's all a credit card is. And so she also gets auto rental collision damage waiver, decline the rental company's collision insurance and charge the entire rental cost to your car. This is great perks. The coverage is provided for theft and collision damage on most cars in the United States and abroad. In the United States, coverage is secondary to your personal insurance. Isn't these great benefits from learning how to leverage and use your credit? Trip cancellation, trip interruption insurance. You can be reimbursed up to $1,500 per person and $6,000 per trip for your prepaid non fungible passenger fares if your trip is canceled or cut short by sickness, severe weather, or other coverage conditions. Purchase protections. This is what I really love about credit cards that you don't get from banks and debit cards. Purchase protection. Cover your new purchase for 120 days against damage or theft up to $500 per claim and $50,000 per accident. Zero liability collection. Oh my God, I love this. You don't get this with debit cards. You don't get the cash back and you don't get all of these insurance, right? You won't be held responsible for unauthorized charges made with your card or account information. Usually with banks, it can take up to 7 to 30 days for them to investigate and get your money back into a bank account for unauthorized purchases or account transactions that you did not approve. I told her, your bank account should only be used, the money sitting in your bank account, for two purposes: to invest and to pay your balance in full every month by using your credit card. That's the only reason why we store money in a bank account. So my daughter proceeded to read on, and it says your $200 bonus is waiting for you. Reply for your card now. So I love this about her, right? She read the small print on the credit card. She read the small print. And she said, well, Mama, She said, what does 22% annual interest rate mean? Right? She asked me that. What does it mean that my annual interest rate would be annual interest rate of 22%? I said, you will not have to be concerned about that because you're going to pay your balances off in full every month. So you're never going to put more money on your credit card that you can afford to pay the full balance off in full every month. You will never carry over a balance. If you do not carry over a balance, you do not get charged interest rate. Most people don't know this because they just assume that I will get some type of interest, right, charged on my credit card. No, if you pay your balances off in full, no matter what the interest rates agreements are for either 30-day or annually, you won't get charged any interest. I don't care if you accepted an 18% credit card. Just pay the balances off in full and get cash back incentive, get cash back rewards. So I'm teaching my daughter how to use and leverage and to get passive income through credit, cards in particular. So then I told her, I said, now she's starting college in August this fall. And I said, listen, I want you to take out student loan debt. She said, why would you want me to do that? Right? I said, I want you to take out student loan debt. I said, well, student loan debt is the lowest interest rate debt that many young children can get without having any asset protection, without caring about what their FICO credit score is, and it's low interest rate, right? I said, what I want you to do is take out student loan debt, and then we're going to build you a real estate portfolio. You're going to take that loan from student loan because her college tuition will be paid for by her job. They have tuition reimbursement. So the student loan debt is not to pay for college. She's going to get a higher return on her investment by taking that student loan debt and now investing it into rental property. And she's going to get some multi-units with it and may have 3% interest on the low end. Take it out and invest in real estate. And at 22, 23, we're going to build a real estate portfolio for her, multi-unit doors that's only going to increase in value. And then she will begin knowing what residual income from tenants will look like. So as she get that residual income and a low monthly repayment plan for student loan debt with low interest rate, she's going to be earning money residually, right? She's going to have a low interest rate loan, and she's going to build a crypto is always on my mind, a real estate portfolio, but she's going to do it the right way. She's not going to get in student loan debt so that she can get a pretty certificate to hang on the wall that's framed, that she's not getting a higher amount of equity and cash flow in return that makes sense to take out that student loan. Most people stay in student loan debt for the entire time that they may have that job, or they may not get a job in that field anyway. Now, the job is not enough, or they're not building equity in a job, because we know that the cost of living raise that you get on a job 9 times out of 10 does not keep up with the price of inflation. So that's our plan and my plan for her. So she also get $200 back in new card member bonuses if she spent up to $500 purchases within her first 3 months of the account opening. She's going to do that, and she's going to rent a vehicle while she's in Miami So she's going to get not only the cash back reward, she's going to get a $200 bonus. This is passive income strategies through credit cards. She's going to get 5% back on her travel as well. She's going to get 3% back on the dining she does while she's in Miami. She's going to get auto rental collision damage insurance and travel and emergency assistance services. If she gets into a problem, whether it be legal or medical, all of these benefits, she will not be responsible for any of the goods and services obtained. So, people, if you're not leveraging credit cards and credit to get assets, then you're doing it simply the wrong way. If you are operating on bad credit, you are losing out on attaining more assets and positioning yourself for both passive and residual income. You are robbing yourself from your future money that you have and your future assets because you are using credit and credit cards to buy liabilities and not assets. What are assets, Queen? Assets are things that feed you, they put money into your pockets. Liability or liabilities are things that starve you, meaning they take money out or away from you, out of your pockets. This is why you need both to get your money back through a home based business. Understand what income shifting is, because if you stay in tapped into this business for 1 year, you will see the thousands that you can get back from the government by simply having and sitting on a home based business or this home based business. You can see that things that you were spending on your bills are now business tax deductions. And they also have credit repair experts to help you improve your credit. So now you can leverage and use your credit to get richer and not poorer. Also, the home-based business have an index cash value plan, which means it will protect your 401k retirement account. So in essence, they're going to also position you to retire rich as you get this residual income. So the stock market has booted workers from the 401k millionaires club. Listen, there's not many people that are millionaires from the 401k anyway. But if you look at the duration of how many years you work, $1 million do flow through people's hands. Not all at one time, but over time, it really does. So now with these stock market crashes, people are losing up to 5 years of work and labor from their 401ks. As this article states, an increase in number of employees, it has been like achieving titanium status in a loyalty program, right? Workers has had more than $1 million in their workplace retirement plan. They've seen that in the fourth quarter go away. According to Fidelity Investments, one of the largest managers of workplace plan, high inflation has caused consumer prices to skyrocket with the war in Ukraine, and supply chain issues have just rattled the market, right? The economy has a mayhem that pushed thousands of 401k people out of the Millionaires Club. Now, they're not being totally honest with you about this 401k, because the 401k, you're taxed on the lump sum or the harvest, and you have fees and commission. So when you tax my money, it also helps and assists you with protecting your retirement income so you're not highly taxed, and so you can become your own bank and borrow your own money while your money is still earning interest. This is called the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. This is the language and the literacy that the rich and wealthy know, right? That the rich and wealthy know. They know the power of compounding interest, right? They know how to work compound interest in their favor and not against them. They know how to gain compound interest and not pay it out. Most people, especially if you have bad credit, you are paying out compound interest. And as Albert Einstein puts it, that is first explained compound interest as the eighth wonder of the world. Why do you all think he said eighth? Out of all numbers, why eight? He who understands it earns it, and he who does not pays it. Right? Why do you all think um, that he used the number eight out of all numbers that he could have used and called it the eighth wonder in of the world? I don't know if I want to explain it on this live stream. I might do it on another one. But he called it the eighth wonder of the world. I may go ahead and give you all a secret. I might tell you all that later on. But with that being said, he called it the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it get it. Those who don't understand it pay it. People, your money is making somebody rich. The question is who? Is it the banks? Is it big businesses? Is it Fidelity through your 401ks? Is it Vanguard? So when you text my money on the screen, I know you saying, Queen, I get all of that for my money. Yeah, you do. You increase your credit scores because we have credit experts. You also, in 24 hours, if you have a job, traditional jobs, if you're an employee, if you complete a W-4, you position yourself to double the money you're already making. It's called an instant pay raise because we have experts who are also IRS experts. That when you add the 475 tax deductions, it cancels out the amount of federal taxes that's taken out of your paycheck. See, we fight strategy with strategies. The more tax credits you receive, the less taxes coming out of your paycheck. That's called instant pay raise. You know, Burger King is known as the home of the instant Whopper, right? Well, we call this the instant pay raise strategy, where you use the 475. You cannot get these tax deductions through a LLC, a S corp, or C corp, and you can't use the strategy of wherever you live now, getting money back that you're spending from where you live. See, once you start a traditional business, now you don't have the home-based business tax deduction. So now you go out and you create new bills. You create a light bill, an internet bill. You create insurance bills. But now through the home-based business, right? The house insurance or apartment insurance or square footage, condo, townhouse, the bills that you already have, that money that you're spending out, right? Outcome money is now changed to income money. You give it a year and that money is shifted back to you. Well, Queen, why does it have to be a year? Because we file taxes yearly. You won't see the thousands of tax money back until it's time for the expert tax preparers in the business to help you file those taxes. But you can position yourself within 24 hours by your next pay period to get money back. And this is for small business owners as well. So whether you're an entrepreneur or an employee, now you position yourself to earn cash flow. Cash flow money is taxed last and is taxed less. See, if you are a small business owner or an employee, you're taxed first and you're taxed the worst. So get taxed last and get taxed less. Now you can increase your credit scores because you have three. In 24 hours, position yourself to get an instant pay raise. immediately get a discount on the bills you're paying. Yes, they have bill experts as well. That's for your home-based business or your brick and mortar business. You upload your bills you're paying, your utilities, your security bills, your Sirius FM bills, any bills you can think of. They negotiate to lower your bill so you can easily get $2,500 of extra cash by just making this one chess move, right? And then you get investing income. See, once you free up money that you're losing, now you have money to invest. Now you don't have stress income, which means that now you're not panicking when your 401k is crashing or crypto market is collapsing. Because now you have money to free up, and now you can play the game for the long haul, and you don't have to flip and sell your cryptocurrency. And guess what? When you do it that way, you don't have capital gain taxes as well from flipping cryptocurrency or housing and real estate, right? So immediate discount on your bills in 24 hours, get an instant or position yourself for an instant pay raise, increase your 3 credit scores from Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, get instant cash flow as well. That can be in 3 days or less by sharing the financial makeover program with others. And you get income shifting strategies for staying in it for a year and getting thousands back from the government from money that you were spending, because you can get up to $12,400 back per child. That's bigger than any child tax credit amount that you can get from now hiring your children to work in the business. And even if you have a question about Queen, well, how do I hire my children? We have experts to help set your child up and hire them and put them on payroll to help you find out how much you should pay your child, right? You don't want to be overpaying your child to do secretarial type work. Now you may say, well, Queen, why would I pay my child? Because you're spending money on your children anyway, right? You remember earlier in this live stream, I talked about assets and liabilities. Well, although we love our children or our child, they take money out of our pockets. Love has nothing to do with that. So in essence, we love them, but they're liabilities. So now you just change the way that you are spending the money on them. You put the money in a custodial account. It does not matter if they're 2 or 3 years old. You might say, Queen, that they can't use a debit card. And actually, if they was 15 and 16, I wouldn't give them access to the credit card unless they are really responsible. But now when you go buy groceries, when you go buy this expensive, maybe baby formula, maybe they're an infant, you can also hire your infant child or your toddler to work in a business as well. You all remember the Gerber baby? All you got to do is put pictures. People love to see children, and that's a great marketing plan to show people why. What is your why? Put your children on your marketing products like the Gerber baby, and you get money back because they're marketing. So now you're spending that money on their formula, their diapers, their milk. You get some of that money back. It's like, shopping at the grocery stores, and then 2 weeks later, the grocery store supervisor calls you up and say, hey, that money you spent 2 weeks ago? You can come get that back. So not only do you get rewards from leveraging and using your credit the correct way, when you set up your home-based business to the money that you're already making, you now position yourself to double and sometimes 3x and 4x the money that you're making. So again, also if you have a 401k, it's called a private reserve account, which is like an index cash value life insurance. You shift that money to that private reserve account instead of allowing the banks to use arbitrage on you. You might be saying, Queen, what is arbitrage, right? Arbitrage is when you deposit your money in the banks and they lend it out to other people at 8%, 10%, or 18% interest rate, while they pay you 0% interest rate or maybe 0.5% interest rates. That's arbitrage. So what you do, for example, if you want to finance a vehicle. Instead of going through Ally Financial or TD Ameritrade, you flip your 401k into the PRA account and you take out a loan against yourself, and the interest now that you were paying the banks, when you paying back that loan, you can take out the loan anytime. It's your money, right? Now that money grows and accumulates interest for you. That's how you flip it in my Jay-Z voice. So Queen, now you get investing income. One of my mentors called it this way, or said it this way rather, the best of both worlds. When you got Jay-Z and Beyonce on stage working together, investing income, getting into cryptocurrency, the hottest asset class that there is, because there's about to be a change in our financial system and the way the government uses money is changing from physical money people into digital money. And that's why we hear things like the CBDCs, right? Now, let's talk about gold, the eighth wonder of the world. I'm going to change the topic real quick, and I'm going to end this on a biblical prophecy as we're going, a biblical uh, money moment, teaching you all the ways that the Bible tells you that you should invest and have real assets in, right? The book of Revelation, for example, refers to gold or talks about gold no less than 22 times. Did you all know that? Right? I want you to put right now gold in prophecy. Put that in the comment section, whether you are watching this live or on the replay. 22 times as we are in the year 2022. Gold in prophecy, another asset class that you can invest in. Silver as well. So gold will play a major role in this great reset, right? It will play a major role in this great reset. The final use of gold in the Bible occurs when God creates new heavens and new earth. Did you all know that? When God creates a new heaven and new earth, he will personally make a new Jerusalem. He will complete the streets of rare mineral and lower it unto a new earth so he can dwell with mankind forever. This is Revelations 21. Most people don't know that this Revelation 21 is referring to a new heaven, new earth, is this new currency system. This new currency system, this new money, new crypto, new technology. Cryptocurrency means hidden message, right? The Garden of Eden in the book of Genesis, I'm going from Revelation to Genesis. It mentions gold, or it mentions the Garden of Eden exactly 8 times. I talked about Albert Einstein and the eighth wonder of the world. And so the Garden of Eden had a river flowing out of it, people, that fed four. Four is the number of creation. Four is the number of direction. Four is the number of the material world. We have north, south, east, and west. By the fourth day, God created land, liquid, life. Every seed was able to be fruit bearing vegetation for man to eat, and light, the lesser light to rule the day, and the darker night light to rule the night. Liquid, the seas and the ocean, right? And so the number 8, as it relates to land in the book of Genesis, again, the Garden of Eden had 4 major rivers flowing out that led 4 major ways. And the Pishon flowed into land called Havilah, or Havilah, some people would say. Havilah or Havilah, Havilah. So there were great quantities of high quality gold. And guess what verse this is in? In Genesis, people, chapter 2. This is in verse 11. We should have known that, right? Right? There were gold. Let me show it to you. And the eighth time that the book of Genesis mentioned gold says that this was very good. Gold is an attractor of wealth. But right now, at $1,800 an ounce, most people cannot afford gold. But you can definitely afford silver, precious metals, right? You can definitely afford silver right now, another asset class. So, people, this is not to scare you, this is to prepare you that a great wealth transfer is on the way. If you are prepared, you are happy. If you are not prepared, again, only two outcomes. People are going to get poorer, especially if you're just stacking dollars or you're putting it under your mattress. The dollar is being devalued, greatly losing its purchasing power. In 2011, we see the 1111 again code. Silver was at $50 an ounce. Since 2011, JP Morgan hoarded over 350 million ounces of silver. People, that's 38% of the world's population. 350 million, 3 plus 5 equal 8. 38%, that equals 11. Silver will be used for Tesla vehicles, for electronic vehicles, for calculators, cell phone batteries as we shift to mobile money, RFID chips, 5G Wi-Fi, silver, gold, crypto. So get your credit up, get your cash flow up. Cash flow is different than income. Get your crypto up and get your coins up. If you're interested in learning crypto investing, text that second number strolling at the bottom of the screen, 331-444-5556, where you get alerts via app and concierge services of crypto buy suggestions, what buys they suggest that you buy. Through concierge services, you get a cryptocurrency education. You understand things like what's decentralized cryptocurrencies and centralized. They give you over many videos about how to store your crypto wallet in case it's hacked, how to get it off of the exchanges. They give you different crypto wallet education. What's the benefits? Speaking of that, I may do a new video maybe tomorrow morning about Terra Luna 2.0 and where you can find Terra Luna 2.0 and invest in it. Right? So, people, this is the year, this is the great wealth transfer. Are you prepared? Do you have tax credit? Do you have tax shelters? You don't want to be making money and investing in money and giving the government that money back, right? You want to keep all of your invested money in your possession. You need to understand what real assets are right now. Not going out spending your money frivolous, not spending it careless and carefree. This is not the time to want to take meaningless trips, vacation, and splurge your money. This is not the time to go on shopping sprees. This is the time to invest, invest, invest. This is not the time to pay high interest and get making the banks richer by having bad credit. Now is the time to get rich in a recession, not to get poor. Now is the time to save more of the hard-earned money that you're working for. Text both of those numbers on the screen if you want to get wealthy, or choose one out of the two if you just want to get rich. But either way it go, learn how to keep more of your money by texting my money, and then text crypto if you want to put your money, the old money, into what is the new money. Hey, thank you all for tuning in. If you're on Facebook, hit that like and share button. YouTube, do the same. And if you're traveling for Memorial Day weekend, travel safely, and then binge watch all of my videos on my YouTube channel. You all, queen out, queen out.